Good day, everyone. Welcome to Strategic Project Planning, a management approach. I'm your advisor, and I'm excited to guide you through today's session. This course is designed not just to discuss planning as a process, but to help you think like a strategic leader when managing projects. We'll explore the principles, frameworks, and management strategies that make project planning effective. Our key objectives for today are to understand the strategic role of project planning and project management, to identify the key components of effective project planning, to apply management principles to develop and oversee project plans, to recognize common planning challenges and management strategies to address them, and finally, to align project plans with organizational goals and stakeholder expectations. By the end of this session, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of how to manage project planning beyond the technical details, focusing on leadership and strategic thinking. Let's start with a simple question. Why does project planning matter? Imagine building a house without a blueprint. You might start strong, but eventually, you'd face issues with structure, space, and functionality. The same applies to projects. Poor planning often leads to missed deadlines, budget overruns, and stakeholder dissatisfaction. Effective project planning provides direction, clearly defines where the project is headed. Control helps manage scope, time, cost, and quality. Confidence assures stakeholders that the project is well thought out. Without a solid plan, projects become reactive rather than proactive. Think of planning as the GPS for your project journey. It guides you, recalculates when necessary, and ensures you reach your destination efficiently. Many people think of project managers as taskmasters, but effective PMs are strategic leaders. They don't just manage tasks, they manage outcomes. This mindset shift is critical for successful project planning. The project manager's mindset includes strategic thinking, understanding the big picture, not just what needs to be done, but why it matters. Proactive planning, anticipating risks, identifying opportunities, and preparing for potential roadblocks. Adaptability, adjusting plans without losing sight of objectives. Projects are dynamic, and flexibility is key. Consider this. A project plan isn't a static document. It's a living, breathing strategy that evolves with the project's needs. Here are the core principles we'll explore today. Clarity of purpose. Every project should have a clear objective that aligns with business goals. Ambiguity is the enemy of progress. Structure and organization. A well-structured plan ensures all elements are connected and manageable. Think of it as the backbone of your project. Stakeholder engagement. Involving the right people early prevents issues later. Engagement fosters alignment and commitment. Risk awareness. Identifying and planning for risks improves resilience. It's not about avoiding risks, but managing them effectively. Continuous review. Plans are not static. They require regular updates and adjustments. This ensures relevance and responsiveness to change. These principles are the foundation of strategic project planning, guiding you through the complexities of managing projects. Before we dive deeper, I'd like you to reflect on a quick question. What do you find most challenging about project planning? Defining clear objectives, managing stakeholder expectations, dealing with uncertainties and risks, keeping the plan updated. Take 60 seconds now to think about your answer. Great. Now, as we move forward, I'd like you to mentally keep track of your answer. Notice which strategies resonate with your challenge. By the end of this course, you'll have practical approaches tailored to the specific area you identified. Project planning has evolved significantly over the years. Traditionally, it was seen as a rigid, linear process. But in today's dynamic business environment, flexibility and adaptability are just as important as structure. Consider agile methodologies, for example. While agile emphasizes flexibility, it still relies heavily on effective planning. The key difference is that planning is iterative and ongoing, rather than a one-time event. Regardless of the methodology, the core principles of strategic planning remain the same. Clarity, structure, stakeholder engagement, risk management, and continuous improvement. Let's briefly compare traditional and agile planning. Traditional planning focuses on detailed upfront planning, clear milestones, and structured processes. Agile planning emphasizes flexibility, continuous feedback, and adaptive planning cycles. Most projects today fall somewhere in between. The goal is to find the right balance based on the project's complexity, stakeholder needs, and organizational culture. Let's pause for a moment to reflect on your own project experience. Think about a recent project you were involved in. What planning approach did you use? Was it more traditional, agile, or a mix of both? What worked well? Identify one or two things that contributed to the project's success. What could have been improved? Consider areas where the planning process could have been stronger. I'll give you 60 seconds to think this through. Now that you've had a moment to reflect, keep these insights in mind as we move forward. As we discuss best practices, see how they align with what worked well in your project and where you identified room for improvement. This will help you apply the concepts directly to your real-world experiences. Now that we've set the stage, let's delve into the framework that underpins effective project planning. We'll break down the key components, discuss best practices, and explore how strategic thinking can elevate your planning process. Get ready to dive deeper into the mechanics of strategic project planning.